Stream has started. We gotta do our checks. Let me check my mail real quick. We out here, episode 94, 95. Oh shit, 95. 95. Let me make sure we up. Let me make sure we up. And on all the places we need to be. Come on in the room, fellas. Wherever y'all may be listening from, watching. Shout out Tim. I know he's gonna be on so shortly. He's basically our unofficial sound guy. Appreciate you, Tim.
Yeah, yeah, so
He let us
got
know
check for you,
shit
Tim.
sound ass. Yeah.
Got some equity for you, Tim.
Yeah, let us know the echo. You know what I'm saying? I think we're good on all the platforms. I don't see. Do you see it on Facebook?
All right, sound good. Ain't no echo.
Episode 95, figuring conspiracy shit out. We here. I told you it's gonna be every Wednesday ish. If not Wednesday, definitely Thursday. If not Thursday, definitely Friday. Like it's gonna be one of those days. Oh yeah, Tim said he's good. Check out the book. Appreciate Tim bought the book. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for his review. Here's the book.
Yo.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show you that shit every week. So y'all just go ahead and buy it. It's the book, boom, hardcover. It's available at lucidperspective.com or search an Lucid Perspective on Amazon and Barnes and Noble and wherever you buy books.
All that.
What up? We got King Arthur in the building. What's going on?
Yo, Unified Thrive. Don't y'all forget. Y'all know what time it is. It's that season, boys. It's that season. We're in a new dimension, so it's trying to get right. You know what I mean? Talking about what we talking about? Remote viewing and what's the other shit? Lucid dreaming. So yeah, use them powers for your good. What up, Hero? How you feeling?
What it is, hey, Rue here. Just to get a little bit of the truth, not too much. Can't drive the people too crazy. Some shit you gotta hold for a minute. Yeah, man, you can't get it all to them at once. They gotta digest a little bit at a time. You know what I mean? The mind is slow to react these days. But you got to pay attention to a lot of the shit we say. You know what I mean? We come up here, we spend our time talking about a lot of the topics that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Just pay attention. That's all I ask you. Pay attention, comment, spread the word, let people know what's going on.
Yep. Trickle the truth. I heard of something the other day. Somebody said something about trickle the truth. Like, you don't give it to them all at one time. You got to, like, trickle it. Give them little bits and pieces here. Work it in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Make it easy to digest. And you know, give them the appetizer, then you give them a little, main course, and give them a little, the dessert. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As long as they getting it, I guess that's all that matters.
It's an overload to the NPC brain. You can't overload them.
Plug right.
Yeah, man, because you shit, they'll self-destruct. You start to goddamn give them too much, then they get to pushing back on you. They ain't listening no more. You know what I'm saying?
Pushing back is good though. Pushing back is good. What you don't want is like people that are so open that they'll believe anything out the gate. I think skepticism is healthy to a degree, but when you get when you're presenting evidence and things like that, and you're still skeptical or whatever, like that's a different story. But you don't want people to just believe anything, because some people do get busted wide, and then you can tell them anything, and they'll be open to everything and never even discern for themselves. So there's levels to it.
The discernment come in when somebody tells you something. It makes you want to say, well, hold on, let me go check on it. Let me go see, rather than taking face value for what you just heard. And a lot of people do that and just regurgitate what somebody else has told them instead of going to research or look up any of this information that has come to you. So it's always good to always check what somebody has told you, because that's the best explanation of getting the truth, or what it is that you really was told or you heard, or whatever the case may be. Use your eyes, search for it yourself. You'll get the truth. Just can't take what people say no more. People say shit for views these days. You know what I'm saying? So you know how that information comes. People spread anything just to get some followers, just to get some likes.
Attention is new currency. You know what I'm talking about?
Especially in this day and age, internet age. There's so many people. Hey, but to each his own. People make money saying bullshit, making shit up, saying whatever. That's not us. We would never get on here. I could tell you about our show. We would never get on here and lie to your face about anything. We could be mistaken. We could be incorrect. We could believe some things that might be wrong. Yeah. But we never get up here and just say some shit for clout or for for attention or for views and all of that. It's just not in us. You know what I'm saying? That's not really what we do here at Figuring Conspiracy Shit Out. And we
That's why you
welcome
got,
debate. We welcome pushback. We welcome counter counterpoints.
Different POVs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
of
But
course.
we ain't gonna get up here a lot. People be calling us lies all the time though. We, on TikTok or whatever. Like you, anyway. Moving on. Remote viewing, lucid dreaming. I think what you want to start lucid dreaming, or you want to start a remote. I think remote viewing is probably better because,
Okay.
and you can look this up. You can research this for yourself. You don't have to take our word for none of this. But the CIA has documents. You can find this. You can search for it for yourself. Maybe we can find some on the show. The CIA has remote viewers and has utilized remote viewing in their spy operations. And for those that don't know, if you don't know what remote viewing is basically, I guess, psychic or being a psychic or being able to view events, uh, far away places, being able to basically astral project your consciousness and your mind to another place on the earth and view and see what's going on in real time and then report back to whoever your superiors are or whatever. So CIA has remote viewers. They've had them since the 60s or 70s, I want to say. They had these people that have this ability. They can project their mind to other countries, other military bases, secret rooms, see what's going on, report back to their superiors. And this is 100% because this is not even conspiracy. Like, this is fact. We have the documentation. I don't know if y'all seen it. It's out there. CIA documents saying they utilize remote viewers and is a real skill. It's rare, I'm assuming. I think we all have some type of remote viewing ability, but for the people that really have it, you know what I'm saying, they are utilized by CIA. And I'm sure KGB and Mossad and every other, country has their own remote viewers, but that's what that is. So,
Everybody is able to have remote viewing. It's just a lot of the chemicals we ingest is able to suppress a lot of the dreams that you have. People never take the time to look into a lot of the chemicals that are in their foods, and eat your fragrance to your deodorant down to your lotions, your hair products. They're all chemicals, and you're bombarding your body with a bunch of chemicals literally at one time. So you're not able to get to the state of mind where when you lay down or when you just sit there and meditate, you're able to pull in your surroundings that you are not around. You get what I'm saying?
right.
From a distance, you're able to see things that's not in the perspective view as far as viewing it. You get what I'm saying? But it's the chemicals, and then, the drinking, the smoking. It's all of these things that would stop you from being able to have the lucid dreams. But we all are able to have them. A lot of times, if we would just meditate to calm the mind, like before you go to sleep or lay down, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to lay down with a whole bunch of thoughts running through your head, because then your body is never able to calm itself for the mind to even think, because you got a whole bunch of shit running around. Throwing you a little frequency, bring it down a little bit, calm your mind, and you'll be able to put yourself in a state to where you're able to have these lucid dreams. It's no different than falling asleep, remembering what happened in the dream, and being able to talk about it when you wake up. Same thing. You get what I'm saying? A lot of times we can do it. A lot of times you can't. You get what I'm saying? But being able to get to that state, you're able to kind of, balance yourself out. You're able to know things. You're able to see things, because when you sleep, you're awake, as I say. And when you're awake, you're really asleep. You get what I'm saying? Because nothing is able to alter your state of mind when you at a sleep, when you in a sleep state.
Right.
Nothing can alter your mind, because your mind is kind of like is not able to be penetrated by anything that's going on. It's like it's shut down, able to receive downloads that's coming in from what we would say like energy, frequency, or whatever the case may be. But there's nothing interrupting the mind. So you're able to put yourself in that how can I say, that theta state.
Right. The beta, theta, delta. There's all. I don't know them by heart, but yeah, I think delta or theta is the sleep one.
Right.
Yeah, is a sleep one that carries you out into like the dream world. You get what I'm saying? So always best to turn your frequency on, you know, and also pay attention to the chemicals you use. You know, it doesn't hurt to research what chemicals or what is in the bottles or the food you're eating to understand what it does to the body.
Nah,
Because
yeah.
I mean, shit, you're basically turning yourself into a bomb. You constantly chemical. I mean, sooner or later the
Calcify.
body's gonna blow up. Yeah, I mean, it
Cal-
has no choice.
so,
Goddamn, you attack every day.
yep, the fluoride, calcifies the pineal gland. The chemicals, like, and so you're right. Like basically all the food, all the diet, all the poisons that we consume, is the purpose of it is to suppress our abilities, suppress our bodies, make us sick, make us not be able to supposedly ascend or for the body to evolve to what we're supposed to be doing. So, um, and that's hard because as you know, everything is poison. You go into any supermarket, they have a little small section of produce, you know what I'm saying? And the whole rest is like aisles and aisles of processed food, boxed food, and all that stuff. So that's a whole other topic. But
I look. So look, before you move on, right? I just see something today. Matter of fact, and it was saying that 95% of the food that we consume is processed,
yeah,
which is wild.
yeah,
And
that makes
and
sense.
contain THC. That's sodium phosphate.
No, that makes sense. But I heard, so like as far as
Mhm.
like this remote viewing, a lot of people might be like this their first time hearing about it. You see it in movies, especially government movies, alien movies, where they have somebody that can see things or like predict things or whatever. But you got to understand that this stuff is real. If you understand dimensions and the astral plane, um, our minds are operate mostly. When you have a thought, you think of something, it's that thought is real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't notice. Like when you have a thought of anything, it is real in the fourth dimension, the astral plane. Like it's physically there, right? And it you can bring that into this 3D matrix, but that's another topic. But when people travel through there, you know what I'm saying? That's where you can, if you know how, you can travel to anywhere in this planet. Even, I mean, if you believe in outer space, you could travel to any planet. There's theories about the barrier, like the dome stops us from going out that way. Hero probably could talk more about that. But the remote viewing thing is real. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the links to the CIA documents. You could probably search for it yourself and find some things. There's actually another
They talking
document. What you said?
Swan, if I'm correct, the Stargate program. That's one of the
Yeah,
ones that they was using. It's INGO Swan. That was
yeah.
he did a book about it. But real quick, they showed you in the movie Freddy. Did they or did they not?
What movie?
What was they give? Wasn't they giving them kids shit to suppress their dreams to keep them from being able to dream to be in the dream world with what they call Freddy Krueger?
Oh yeah,
They made
yeah,
him
Yeah,
come on.
yeah.
That that exactly the lucid dreaming. Because remember, they was waking up being able to remember the shit that happened in their dream. So the shit is definitely real. You get what I'm saying? They make a million movies for your ass to be able to understand that.
hmm
But yeah, back to the remote viewing. Yeah, Ingo Swan, they did a study long time ago about him. Um, I guess it was a picture that he supposedly he never seen the picture. They sent a person to another place and was
I,
looking at the picture,
I know you're talking
and he
about.
was
He was looking at
yeah he,
a base or some type of. Yeah, was it you talking about the test where they had somebody recreate something that he's never been to physically, he never seen, and he was able to draw it out and it was accurate. I know you're talking about.
yeah yeah. You know they was doing that. They said they was doing that for like the Soviet Union with dealing with Russia. They was doing a remote viewing then. You know what I'm saying? You know these people got all types of laboratories where they create all types of shit that they like to do. So I mean, remote viewing they do it with our TVs. I mean, shit. Look at the devices we use. All of that shit is remote viewing because they have access through the back door to be able to get into these phones.
Yo,
So if they're able to get text messages and phone calls, they're able to get video. It has a camera for a reason. And I tell people, last time I checked, when you hit record, what color is record? It's red, right?
right. Mm-hmm.
So when you turn your TV off, isn't it a red light that pop on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yo, if you think about it, we remote viewing right now. The three of us, we not sitting next to each other. You know what I'm saying? We going through the
Exactly.
internet. We got video, we got cameras, we got mics. I can see you, you can see me. This is real time. This is happening right now. This is remote viewing. You know what I'm saying? When you
But
watch live
at the same
television on the
time,
news, that's remote viewing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there's still a back door into it too, though. Because if we all three can see each other, whoever's controlling the devices that we're using or the platforms, they can step in and look just like how we're looking at each other right now, and we not even knowing that they're watching it. You feel what I'm
No,
saying?
they
It's
watch it.
crazy.
Yeah. Nah, it is real.
What do
Have
you
you ever
think?
lucid dream before? I know. I feel like everybody should have.
explain what it is first. What is that? Explain what it is.
So lucid dream is, I mean, it can happen. It mostly happens when you're sleeping, but you can do it during the day if you want. A lucid dream is where you're asleep in your bed and you're in a dream. You're having a dream, but you know you're dreaming. You know you're in control. It feels different. The colors are more vibrant and brighter. The air is more crisp. Visual. Your senses for some reason are more enhanced, and you know you're dreaming. You know you're not in your body. You might know you're in your spiritual form or your light body or whatever, but whatever it is, you know you can fly, you can run fast, you can do all these things. I'm usually flying in mines all the time, but it's basically where a dream that you know you're dreaming and you're in control of a lot of things, and you're basically like a free spirit, like in the astral planes. That's what a lucid dream is. You know what I'm saying? Then you have your regular dreams where it seems real. It's a dream, and you don't know it's a dream until you wake up from it and you remember it. You know what I'm saying? Or like when you have a nightmare, in the moment it's real and you're scared or whatever's going on, but you don't know it's not real. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. So that's what a lucid dream is. Hopefully I
Oh,
explained it
okay.
right. I don't know, but
Yeah. I don't know if I lucid dream, but I know I've intentionally dreamed. You know what I mean? It's like Hero was saying earlier, kind of choose your frequency, right? So just think about what you want to think about while you're sleeping, or something you want to, I guess, dream about, what you want to manifest, right? Whatever the case may be, and be in control of your thoughts before you go to sleep. So when you're going to sleep, your mind is just kind of in that state.
so
You know what I
wait.
mean? So
So
That's
you've never had a dream where you knew you was dreaming and you was in control of things and you could fly and do stuff.
not, I didn't know I was in control of it in the moment, but it's more like when I'm trying to wake up, I'd be like, do this, right? Or try to do something that I know is kind of off the timeline of the dream. You know what I mean? Like I'm in a car driving, so I just got him up in the car while it's moving. Like, oh yeah, I'm not woke, I'm asleep. You know what I'm talking about? Some type shit.
I guess that's that.
But
Oh, sleeper.
if you think about it hard enough, it's in that state. If something's on your mind and you're thinking about it, and you go to sleep and you dream about it, that's lucid dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
That's where your mind. You see what I'm saying? You took basically the physical and put it into the sleep that you was able to pull it through the consciousness to even dream about it while you was asleep.
Hmm.
So that's lucid. That's just like lucid dreaming. You're
Right.
not necessarily having to pull it from your sleep,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean you're taking it from being woke to the point of you're now dreaming about it. But that's the power of the mind itself, though.
Right.
That you
Right.
can have something in your mind that hard that you can lay down, be at rest body wise, but your mind is still on what it was when you first laid down and went to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I always say meditation always clear out a lot of things. You
No,
get what
that's
I'm saying?
that's fact. That's a bar. So y'all never had the dream where, or a time where y'all was sleeping and you float out your body and you could look down at your body in the bed. Y'all never had that.
I have. That's
Yeah.
astro. When
Yeah.
you astro, now I've done that plenty of times
Yeah.
because of the amount of
I done it a
meditation that I
lot when
do.
I was younger, like teens or whatever, like maybe 10, 11, 12. It's crazy. You never had that, king. You never came out your body and look at yourself
Uh,
like.
yeah, but not a lot. No, not a
Mm.
lot.
I think I think we all I think most of us do that all the time. I don't think we remember it a lot. And again, I think it has to do with the poisons and the food and things like that. They kind of suppress that ability to remember and to be lucid in that. But I think I think mostly everybody, hopefully, at least not non NPC people, have that ability. And there's been plenty of times where I'm lucid dreaming, and I feel like I'm in another timeline. I'm in another Earth. I've had so many crazy dreams where like I remember one time I was looking at a map of the world, and the map was so different and had different the states were different and the countries' names were different. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't get into it. It was so long ago, but like I've had dreams that were just so real, and I was lucid in them. So it wasn't like a dream that I can't control or a dream that I didn't know was real. It was I know I'm dreaming. I know where I am is not the earth that I'm from. And so I'm just looking around and people are dressed different and things language is different, like there's no English words and
So
it's like crazy.
I heard somebody say, or I didn't read. I heard somebody probably on TikTok or something. Who was basically saying that when you doing that, right? Like, so this consciousness is one physical being place, right? So once you shut this one off, right, and it goes to a different one, you actually taking this consciousness and moving it to a different realm, right? To a different
Mm-hmm.
dimension, right? But you're probably living a whole life there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like when you go to sleep there, right? You're not able to take all that memory, all them actions, all that experiences back with you, but you're able to bring some of them back. And it's like more like a quantum entanglement type deal. You know what I'm talking about? So like
Mm-hmm.
when you sleep here, you probably awake in 4 or 5 other different dimensions doing God knows what. Right. So that's why when you come back here, you're probably able to get slivers or pieces of whatever you did or the dream or whatever. And they probably actually was true experiences for you
Mm-hmm.
in a dimension. You know what I'm talking about? So
No, I
yeah, that
believe that.
makes sense.
I believe
Yeah,
that.
it's more so the subconscious though. See, that's the thing that you can't turn off. You know, it's like a vacuum, so it's constantly taking in everything that you go throughout go through throughout your daytime. So when you go to sleep in a conscious state, but the subconscious take over. That's something you can't control. That's why we can't a lot of time remember the dreams or even make sense of the dream because you have no access to the subconscious. It only takes in. You know, it's hard to shut it off unless you close your eyes and shut your ears. You get what I'm saying? That's
Right.
the only way the subconscious won't take in whatever is going on. That's why they're able to put shit with subliminal messages, as far as with the children and cartoons and stuff, because they're viewing it knowing that it's going right into the subconscious. They're not the conscious.
Straight bypassing the conscious, straight bypassing the guardian, straight
It's
got
sitting right in
bypassing
it.
the wall. Yeah.
So that's where it begins to sit. So
So what?
that's the and you're able and sometimes that's why I say when you're able to remember a lot of the things is because you have your subconscious have allowed you to remember some of the shit to even bring it back because you can remember the dream, but you can never remember the whole dream. You see how they go? You remember bits and pieces, but it'll never make sense for you to try to sit there trying to remember the whole thing because you'll never pull it together because it's never given to you like that. It's almost like you was on a remote viewing type of situation in your own dream, looking at yourself, basically what it is. Because you're kind of like looking at yourself. Anytime you remember a dream, it's like you're looking at yourself do what it is that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you have no control over it. Literally, I done been in dreams like that. Like, damn, I see myself doing this shit and I can't stop it until I
Yeah.
wake up.
Right.
And listen, these people know how powerful our minds is. That's
Mm-hmm.
why all this shit has been orchestrated to destroy it because they don't
Wow.
want you're able to do in your dreams that you can do while you're awake. Because if you could do what you do in your dreams while you're awake, and this world would be a totally different world. So
But
I see what they do.
you can. But you can kind of. That's why you. That's why I'm big on the quantum. That's why I'm big on the quantum stuff, right? Like, 'cause if you understand the quantum split experiment, right, and just kind of understanding what the quantum field is a little bit, you able to think about the different experiences you want to have, right, and then kind of determining the actions you need to take to make those a reality, right, for this particular realm or dimension that you're in. You know what I'm talking about?
Hell
So
yeah.
no, you probably can't fly, but you could probably your subconscious or your mind will probably find out some ways of getting you to glide, right, or getting you to parachute. You know what I'm talking about? Getting you in the air or getting you in a space to where you actually, you know, define the laws of gravity. You know what I'm talking about? Only because you chose to view that particular reality.
Mm-hmm.
Like a man with no legs, dreaming walking. You
Yeah,
know,
and but then or like when they be paralyzed or when they be sick, like they quantumly decide that I don't want to view that experience. I don't want to view that reality. I want to partake in that. I want to see this reality. I want to do this reality. I want to partake in this reality, and therefore, a lot of people, if they do it right, if they powerful enough, they actually quantumly choose that path.
And then time shift or
Yeah,
reality shift into a body that's healed. Their body
yeah,
will heal, and then they'll live. Yeah. No, I've seen that before. Q's back. Q ain't been on for a while. He said
yo.
he's still rocking. I can swear he was lucid dreaming when he was younger. He was flying everything. That seems to be like the main thing that most everybody experiences when they lose. It's like for whatever reason, this ability to fly. Like I don't know if it's because we don't have physical bodies. When you're lucid dreaming, like your body's in the bed to sleep, right? But you can go anywhere. You can freaking bullet train like fucking Neo in the Matrix when he like flies fast. Superman that shit. You can fly anywhere. You can visit anywhere in the world. You know, I've lucid dream where I could fly to a fucking other country, look around, and it's just like it's just this feeling of freedom that we don't have in these bodies. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of crazy, and I feel like mostly everybody who's not an NPC should have experienced that at some point in their life. You know what I'm saying?
So Frank, when you lucid dream, are you trying to control the experience as to what you want to see, what you happening, or you just going with the flow and just experiencing as it's coming?
So I think there's both. I think there's different levels of lucid dreaming. I think there's one where your consciousness leaves your body on Earth, and you travel throughout the Earth. Like when you look down, like I've done this plenty of times. I look down and see my body in the bed, and then I can move around and like go other places on Earth, right? And then recollect it when I wake up, and then ask somebody like, "Hey, were you in the kitchen?" Da, da, da. And they're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "I saw you." That's one level I think. Then there's another level where I think your consciousness leaves this realm and goes into the next one up, fourth dimension, astral, where your thoughts in that realm manifest instantaneously. So if you're up there and you're lucid dreaming, and you think about a basketball court, boom, a basketball court pops up. You can think about money, you can think about anything, and it's like it's automatically it just manifests, and that's where you play around with things, and you could fly there too, obviously, but you could also create situations, scenarios that you want to play with. You know what I'm saying? So I think those are two levels. Like, and I've been to both. I've been to both where I could do whatever, and then I've been here where it's like I'm on Earth, walking around, flying around, and I'm just like flying over the oceans, flying over mountains, and I feel like it's Earth. You know what I'm saying? Then there's the other one where it's just like fucking anything goes, like freaking playland. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, remote viewing. That's what Fatima said.
yeah, that's the first one. I think is the remote viewing where you're on Earth. You're not leaving Earth. You're on Earth, but you can go anywhere on Earth. And when it comes to there's certain areas that are protected. So, and we can jump into this as a little pivot. The militaries of the world, governments of the world, they use this for spying, right? They spy on other countries. They try to spy on their military bases or whatever. And they've gotten good at it to a degree where now they have certain areas of the world, especially military bases and deep underground, the tunnels, DUMS as you call, they are protected by other remote viewers who, for some reason, know how to fucking block people from
Right.
going there. So there's like in the astral realm, there are guardians that protect physical spaces on Earth, and if someone tries to remote view those spaces, they get chopped up, they get thrown back into their body. Well, I don't know what the fuck they do, but it's basically like if you try coming there, try to look for shit, they're gonna chop your ass up, kick your ass, and send you back to your body. And I've seen stories about that. People getting fucked up. Maybe not dying and things, but like getting I guess hurt to a degree where they're like, I'm not fucking doing that shit again. And so these are our government, CIA, KGB, who the fuck, you know what I'm saying? This is shit way above our pay grade. But there are secrets on this earth that they don't want motherfuckers. They even protect it from remote viewers. You think you could break in physically, on some Mission Impossible shit? Well, they got the fucking remote viewers protecting that shit as well. So that's another conspiracy that I believe.
You could
And it's kind
protect
of like,
it
Huh?
you could
I was
protect it
saying,
with a frequency.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like just kind of like we got our own consciousness, got our own guardian, right? When you become aware of it, when your consciousness become aware of what's coming into you, or what you're looking at, how you're perceiving things, or even being aware of your own energies, your own attitudes, your own emotions, right? It's kind of the same, but they just able to protect other things too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's definitely real. So lucid dreaming. If you're having lucid dreaming, I don't know. There's books you could buy. There's videos you could watch. Maybe Fatima, could put some stuff in the. If she can go on YouTube or whatever, it doesn't matter. Wherever she's typing, I'm just not seeing it
Yeah,
on
on Facebook,
on the thing. There's things you could do. Like, so I know. Well, at least from what I experienced, what I know. Like here was saying, if you're laying in the bed and it's got to be intentional, right? You have to have intention behind it. If you want to lucid dream, you got to basically tell your body or tell your mind, I want to lucid dream, and then you kind of meditate at the same time. But there's ways to know if it's happening now. If your body starts vibrating, like you start feeling electrified a little bit, like your body starts vibrating, and it's when you're in between the woke and sleep state. So like it's like your body's falling asleep, but you're still conscious of it, and while your body's falling asleep, your body starts vibrating. Like if you have that feeling, you have to technically submit to it if you want to lucid dream. Like some people, that if it starts happening for them, they get scared or like it feels weird and they don't want to submit to it. But if you submit to it and you're not scared and you're okay, that's basically your consciousness exiting your body at that time. Your body will fall asleep, your consciousness exits, and then that's when you can lucid dream. So that's what I understand how to do it. There might be other ways or other techniques.
You got a video for us tonight, Frank?
I could try to find one. Like how to lucid dream. Yeah, let me do that.
Yeah. So Fatima said she. Hold on, because I got a comment. Fatima said it's a gift. She said she live in the astral world, right? She says it's a gift. I usually can be in places without being seen, but I have been seen a couple of times, and it's scary because then you have to bring yourself back to your body quickly.
Yeah, like you force yourself to wake. Yeah, I don't know if like you force yourself to wake up. It is very intentional. It's like I want to wake up or I want to go back, and then it's like a boom, you get pulled back, kind of thing. It's kind of hard to describe. But
what you do is listen. Before you go to sleep, you set your alarm clock for like 4 or 5 a.m. From the time you go to sleep to the time you wake up, at that alarm state, whatever you dreamed about from that start, write it down. Stay up for a little bit. Stay up for like 30, 40 minutes before you go back to sleep. And then try to remember what you wrote down on that paper while you're going to sleep, to be able to bring any type of lucid dream to the state of your mind, because you want to be able to remember everything. So you get in the habit of doing that, as far as laying down, writing down all of everything that you dream, but set an alarm so you can wake yourself up in the midst of it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you be dreaming and you want to wake up and you can't. You get what I'm saying? You're like, damn, I want to wake up, and I want to wake up, but you can't, because you want to be able to remember this shit. And half of the time, this is like when you lay down. I don't went to sleep. I no bullshit. I don't went to sleep. Had a dream that I had a chocolate cake in the refrigerator.
Lord.
Got up to go check in the refrigerator the next morning for the chocolate cake.
Shit, there. And you tight, because I want that cake now.
Hey, yo, Paul.
You get what the thing about it. Had I set an alarm and I dreamed about it, I would have wrote down that I dreamed about a chocolate cake.
Mm-hmm.
At 5 a.m., I would have got up to check the refrigerator and want no goddamn chocolate cake in there. I would have never been carrying on that dream, and I would man into another state. That's why they say it's better to stay up for at least like 30 minutes before you go back to sleep after that alarm go off, just to clear your mind even more and go back in. And you will start to lucid dream and be able to bring a lot of that shit out into fruition, that you will be able to remember a lot of the stuff that happened in your dream. Because that's the whole key. We all want to remember everything that happened, because we can never put the puzzle together. It be people that was there, that friend-wise and everything. You be like, everybody was fucking there, but damn, do they know they was there? That's the question though. Do they know that they was in your dream during that time you was having the dream? Because you sure seen them, didn't you? I said, wow.
Hey, how about this? Have y'all ever had a dream and you with somebody else and they had the same dream as you? Like,
I ain't never.
No, that hasn't happened to me. I felt like it has, but that hasn't. Well, hold on. We got to shout out Q real quick. He dropped
yeah, you got super chat. Go ahead.
in the joint, man. We appreciate it. He said from
Read it.
what he's reading, there are many techniques to lucid dream. The internet have whole checklists on here. They even say around 4 a.m. is the best time for it.
But I say,
drinking shit at 4. Okay.
Yeah, appreciate you, big dog.
Now I'm gonna definitely look at. I know this checklist. There's mad ways to do it. I think of all the ways, you got to find a way that works best for you. Because some people like they get scared. Like you could get close and you could feel your body. You could feel your body starts doing weird things, and you feel like okay, it's happening. You feel like you get scared, and then it cancels, like it aborts because you're fearful. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really want it, and then when you start feeling it, you gotta really dive in. You know what I'm saying? Submit to it. But no, it's real. But we let me see. We found this video. I don't know. Hopefully he dropped some knowledge. This is a random dude off TikTok. He says how to lucid dream tonight. So maybe he got something for us. Maybe he'll talk about something we already talked about. I don't know, but let's see what he's talking about.
First time. So we're going to be using a technique called the senses-induced lucid dream. Now this is a self-hypnosis technique that takes your focus from the external environment to your internal world. Now what you want to do first is close your eyes, and you do this right before you're going to bed. Close your eyes and focus on the blackness behind your eyes, that void. Focus on that for 15 seconds. Then you want to focus on the tinnitus in your ears, that ringing that's in your ears. Do that for 15 seconds. And then you want to focus on the sensations in your body, the tingling, the warmth, the energy moving for 15 seconds. Do that whole process 5 times and then stop. The next thing you want to do is just get ready to go to bed and then say to yourself, I lucid dream every night. I am taking this waking consciousness with me into the dream. I am an expert at lucid dreaming. And tell me what happens. Good luck, guys. Namaste. I'm going to show you how to lucid dream for the first time.
Yeah, basically that sounds about
This
right.
video will show you how to control your dreams tonight without any previous experience, using a powerful technique that will not cause you to lose any sleep. All you need is a few minutes before bedtime to follow these steps, and that's literally all there is to it. In a lucid dream, whatever you think of becomes reality. You can fly, teleport, spawn people, create things out of thin air, but first, you gotta enter the lucid dream, and that's what this video is gonna show you how to do. This is by far the best technique I would recommend to any new beginner. I know I've said this before, but this method is seriously powerful. Not only will it allow you to experience lucid dreaming for yourself, possibly tonight, but it will also lay down the foundation for you to master this skill, so you can control your dreams every single night. First, I'm gonna show you the exact steps to doing this technique tonight. Then I'm going to give you 3 important tips to keep in mind while using this. Otherwise, it may not work. Anyways, let's get started. This video will
be one of those
kind of shit.
I mean, maybe got to go to his page for the rest. But that's pretty much it. I mean,
that's how.
Yeah,
I sent you some
on Facebook.
Yeah, on Messenger. It short clips.
And so I remember Dick Gregory Quentin mentioned the 4 a.m. right. So I remember Dick Gregory was saying that's the praying hour. So most times when you wake up, if you wake up in the middle of the night about 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4:30 in the morning, right? Them called the praying hours, right? So I'm assuming it's aligned with the same thing, because like if you able to control your thoughts around that time when you go back to sleep, right? And pray about whatever you need to pray about, or think about what you think about, or whatever you want to manifest. That's probably the best time to do it, because your mind is already, your subconscious is most susceptible or more susceptible to accept information, to bypass your consciousness of telling it what it can and can't do. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. And no bullshit can go in your subconscious during that time. I wake up every night, every morning at 3 a.m. because that's the alarm clock in my head. I'm dead serious. That's the time I wake up. And I can't go to sleep. I sit, roll around. About an hour, I'll fall back into sleep. That's why I'm able to lucid dreams a whole lot. A lot of the shit that I be dreaming about, I can remember my dreams now. And plus, you know what I'm saying, the way how I eat, certain things I don't put in my body, but I done cut down on a lot of the chemicals. You get what I'm saying? Trying to decalcify a lot of these glands.
Yeah.
They didn't pause and did what it and did to it. So my shit, and for a while, I never noticed why I kept starting to wake up at 3 a.m. But as I started to do a lot of research and looking into it, a lot of people are at that stage where they're waking up at these times too, and nobody was understanding for real. Why are they waking up at 3 a.m.? What the fuck is going on? They got everybody getting up at this time.
Did they call it the witching hour or some shit?
But that's the rise of the consciousness. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The body doesn't need that much time to sleep and gather in the information no more, because for real, your body gathers in the information when you're asleep, when you're able to pull in from the ether all of the real shit you need. You get what I'm saying? As far as mental, you know what I'm saying? As far as balance, as far as peace, all of that comes in that state when you're laying down, letting your body just be at peace. Can't do it when you constantly in chaos all day long. Your subconscious is just eating this shit up. It's just coming. It's eating so much up you can't even think. That's why they keep us off balance with the different tactics and the distractions here, the distractions there, because they know if the mind is swaying back and forth like this, you're off balance. Because once you center yourself, as the Chinese monks in them say, everything is a wrap, because now you have full control over your frequency, your balance, your mental. You have all of that, your consciousness. You're able to grab these things back and put it together, and everything's golden from there.
Yeah.
And
don't eat
also, so here you go. You just piggybacked on what I'm about to say. We supposed to be going to sleep around 8 o'clock when the sun going down, right? Because the circadian rhythm and shit, right? Supposed to be going to bed mad early, 8-9 o'clock when the sun going down, and getting up as the sun coming up. So about, like we're saying, 5-4 o'clock in the morning to start the day. We kind of way off the cycle. Some niggas, and then so a lot of people don't go to bed till about 11, 12, 1, and then waking up 6, 7. You ain't getting that much sleep. But 10. You also see, you know what I'm saying? Then you waking up mad late. You missing a lot of the morning hours, the morning energy, the morning vibration. You waking up. The earth is already goddamn in this awake state. You're not waking up with the earth. You already you late in the bitch. Early bird catch the worm that ate, the worm to go home, the bird that ate. You know what I mean? Everybody else on their motherfucking digestion while you just not getting up about to eat. And then if you getting up eating all early and or eating all late, your body digesting, using energy that it could be doing whatever else. So
yeah, no, that's the worst thing too. Eating late and then going to sleep right after. Your stomach is not settled. Your digestive system is going crazy. You're not going to lucid dream. I think your body has to be at rest, and it can't be doing nothing really, outside. If your body has to digest, you're not going to lucid dream because your body's too busy. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what I was told. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different things you got to do. It's not impossible. I don't think it's hard. I do think it's a talent to learn. Well, you wake up from the dream. When you're dreaming, you wake up into it like, hold up, I'm not in my body. This is a dream. I'm awake and I'm in control. That's kind of how it happens with me. Like it starts off as a regular dream, and then I become aware that it's a dream, and then I can control shit and I can move and do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about it, that's kind of like what we're supposed to do here. We come here on Earth. We're living our lives, and we're working, and we're trying to make money, and we're trying to do all these things, and it's like you don't become aware and conscious you're in control until you wake up here. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like this parallel thing. Is like when you're in a lucid dream, you know you're in control. You can manifest whatever you want. You are the owner. You're the creator of that universe. It's the same here, but it's just everything is just so much slower, and it's just like the wheels turn so much slower, but it's still a possibility. Once you become aware of your power here, you can do the same shit. You just have to be more motivated, and you have to be more committed to making your thoughts become a reality here. You know what I'm saying? So
I think I try to use my subconscious or the sleep as the guide, right? As the author, the architect, or whatever I want to happen. So like I said earlier, feed it before I go to bed deliberately, right? Think about what I want to happen, or kind of life I want to live, or where I want to be, and then just let the subconscious take over and guide me, kind of tell me what I got to do, or she show me some steps, show me some tools, or show me some experiences that I will be having. You know what I mean? That I want to have, and let me know how it feels when I'm in it. What it feel like, what I'm doing, what I'm seeing, what it tastes like, what it sound like. I'm talking about what the people around me feeling, kind of getting in tune into the vibration. So when I do come back here, or when I experience the reality, I'm already in that state. I'm already in that mode of vibration. I'm already in that feeling and tasting and hearing and understanding. So when I do get close to it, or when I know I'm near it, it won't be foreign to me. I won't feel anxious to it, right? I won't feel it won't feel foreign to me. It'll feel comfortable, familiar to, like, oh, this is the way I'm going, right? So when I feel like, it's because before it was like I'll be getting things that I wanted, but it came with a level of anxiety, a level of anxiousness that I was like, I ain't sure. But now when I'm doing the right thing, unconsciously or subconsciously, kind of like it feels better.
Yeah.
It feels more familiar and comfortable.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You gotta record yourself, and listen to yourself, giving yourself accomplishment.
Yeah.
And before you go to sleep, I mean, literally put it in your ear, listen to yourself, giving yourself all the good affirmation that you know about yourself. You listen to that every night before you go to sleep. That shit will raise your frequency, especially positive affirmation. Because
crucial.
The thing about it is, the thing between it's bad when your conscious is having a war with your subconscious. The reason is you have lied to your subconscious so many times. Even when you say you're going to do something, you're supposed to do it. When you get to a point where your subconscious no longer trusts you, you start to have these issues. Because, like I said, your subconscious take this information in all day long. So you lying to yourself is lying to your subconscious. So your subconscious no longer trusts you. So there's a problem there. Yeah, it's a problem there. So you got to start saying, I don't give a fuck. You say, I'm going to take the trash out of them. I'm going to paint this. I'm going to paint that. Do that because you want your subconscious to be able to trust you as a person, because y'all are all in one. But you done lost the disconnect because you don't believe in yourself anymore. You don't. I ain't gonna say believe because I hate that word. You don't know yourself. So you keep constantly building up false hope for your subconscious, and you're not falling through. You get what I'm saying? It's like getting to the basket, and every time you get to the basket, messing up the layup in the basket, and it's right there. I mean, damn, put it in the. You get what I'm saying? You're not doing it, and the subconscious looking at you like, damn, you did it to me again. God damn, what do you want me to do?
You're right. And your subconscious fighting for his life up there. It's fighting for his life. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to show you something, but you just ignorant as you want to be.
Yeah, and it only can fight back when you sleep. Because in a turn, see, your dumb ass been turned off. Now he can take over and do what he want to do. And you're
what
able
he need to do.
You see what I'm saying? That's the point.
You know what's crazy? I learned a long time ago the body is one of the most magnificent mechanism machines ever built. Like, people will eat until their hearts fall out and they'll still live, and the body will do its best to keep them alive, right? People will walk in the cold for days, right? The body can do what it's got to do to make sure you stay alive. People done got them not eating, right? Not drink nothing to do to make sure to keep your ass alive, but people still go against the grain, go against the design, go against the mechanism. And it's only there to help you. It's only there to keep you alive. It's only there to do what it's supposed to do. It was programmed to do a particular thing, and it does it so well, you can't believe that it's there to do it that well. And it's just, you standing your own way, literally.
I ain't never seen fish at a hospital.
I seen birds fall out of the sky, though.
I mean,
Right.
that's the thing about that is because something in the air making them fall out.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
can all agree on that, but
yeah, yeah.
we the
True,
only
true.
species that has to have a hospital. Why is that? And we have the same organism in our body that all the other creatures have. I've never seen a line of roaches at the emergency room.
Boy, stop.
What
Yet they would in
Yo,
anything that is
yeah.
going on.
These are topics.
I
This
ain't
could
seen
be like
a
this
line
could be next week. We can go in on the medical industry and hospitals and doctors, and I know you would love that
of
shit. That'll probably be next week's topic. Just
you know,
health, medical industry. Maybe we get a nurse or a doctor or somebody to
We're gonna
fight with.
TikTok it up for that one.
Yeah, do TikTok. But before we run, I want to watch this last video. This dude explaining
ahead.
remote viewing. So we, maybe my description of it wasn't really
Before you play,
correct.
look, if y'all watch it, wherever you watch that, if you're on Rumble, make sure you like the video. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like the video. On Facebook, make sure you like the video, share it with your people, and let them rewatch and y'all have a conversation about it, and come back to the comments and tell us how y'all feel about it. You know what I'm talking about? Let's keep this conversation going because clearly we ain't the only ones that feel this way. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead, Frank. Right there, Jane.
Remote viewing is the ability to have information in your head, basically, and you're right, and they have no idea why you're right because there's no reason for you to be right. As weird as this sounds, it's like if I somehow could prove that you've never left the United States, but we want you to remote view this room in Bangkok, China. Never saw it, but they said, we're going to give you coordinates, and we want you to remote view this location. If I start pinning down every detail of this room, the oddity is that it can be done, and somebody can be that accurate. There are people that are very skilled at this. It is wholly strange, but very real and very verifiable. And yeah, it would freak you out if people start coming back with this quality intel. And this is what they learned about remote viewing, is that technically everything is knowable and nothing can be hidden. And this covers all of time and space. That is the high level of strangeness. This is what they learned through working with people and studying consciousness.
What is remote?
The small correction I'll put there is, although that's true, the last part where you said everything can be known. Remember earlier I was talking about they are guardians, that their job, whether it's here on Earth or their job in the astral realm or whatever dimension they're from, that their job is to protect certain areas and certain secrets, and they're basically astral protecting whatever the fuck. So that I agree with everything you said except for that last part, because there are areas that even skilled remote viewers can't get to.
Even if they are there to block it, that don't mean that prior to them protecting it, you didn't have access to it, right?
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
the whole. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So that's the whole basis of quantum entanglement I talked about earlier. Albert Einstein mentioned it forever ago, right? They been knew that quantum entanglement, right? So you can feel something in one place and be in another place and feel the same thing or see the same thing or know the same thing in two different places, in two different spaces, and almost in two different times, right? You can be, like I said, 4 hours away. Your consciousness can be 4 hours away, but you're still feeling, seeing, tasting, touching the same exact thing, right? So everybody is connected quantumly. You just got to connect to it.
Yeah, and there was another experiment with they did with someone's body. So they took this guy, they took his DNA, like out of his mouth or something, I don't know, and they moved it to another facility like a few hours away, and then where his body was, they did stuff to his body, like I don't know what they did exactly, not electrocuted, or they did something where they were trying to measure if the DNA taken from his body that they moved would react, and whatever they did to him, the DNA over there, it did the same thing. So because it's from his, it's entangled, I guess. But that's crazy, that stuff. So I guess that concept is kind of what you're talking about. But yeah, no, remote viewing is real, super dope. What is that?
It could be engineered too, though, couldn't it? Because you can have people in one part of the world doing one thing and have people on the other side of the world doing the same thing. Engineered though, by doing it. You could use that far as with music or whatever it is that you're showing people. That far as what they're doing. Say for instance, if we're on the East Coast, they're doing this, and we know the East and the West are two different areas. We carry things different, but if you're persuading everything to look like the West, the people on the East would then start to gravitate what's going on to the West. You get what I'm saying? As far as what they're able to do with their frequency.
Yeah.
Man, I'm speaking like mind-wise, because it would be the same as saying, when you think about this, You say everybody has a twin somewhere. Right now,
Doppelganger.
it's somebody that looks like you somewhere in this world doing the same exact thing you're doing.
That's spooky. I believe it though.
We
I need a
all
clone. Where you at, Brody?
I know.
ain't
Let's
a
get this money.
clone.
Let's get this
That's
money.
that's like they can say you can go around the world and find somebody that looks like you, and
Mhm.
we ain't saying just one person. If you find 5 or 6 people that look like you, what are the odds that at least 2 of them is doing probably what you're doing? It's
We about to
probably
get
high.
paid. All right, what's our takeaways for tonight? What's our takeaways for tonight? I go first. My takeaway is, man, use your dreams to help. Use your dreams to heal yourself, to grow your experience, grow your knowledge, grow your manifest whatever you need, whatever you want. Get some solutions out that thing. You know what I'm talking about? It's already got the answers for you. It's already connected to the future you, what you want to be, who you want to be, how you want to be, where you want to be, when you want to be there. Right? It's already got the answer. So ask for it. And I believe I believe God gave us the universe as a toolbox, as a whole infinite toolbox for us to use to to build our lives, to build our experience, to either help ourselves, to help our family, to help each other, to help others. You know, I mean, we ain't meant to be fucking shooting each other or going to war or, you know what I'm talking about, that shit, being homeless, like we on a fucking rock paying taxes on shit we done bought, on shit we done sold, on the money we done made. And we keep going along with this shit like it ain't nothing. So use your dreams, man, to combat the system, the matrix.
No, that's
Get your program in the matrix. You know what I'm talking about?
No, that's a hell of a damn takeaway. Someone on Rumble, whistling pee hole, said, "Have y'all been to Transit World, Sky Trams and shit?" I'm not. I don't. No, I don't think so. Maybe let us know where that is. We'll check it out. I never been to Transit World. But yeah, shout out whistling pee hole. That's a funny ass name. My takeaway is if you want a lucid dream, just do the research. There's information's out there. YouTube, there's books. Everybody has this ability. You just have to, you have to work at it. It may come more easily to some than others, but if you find yourself struggling with it, there's things you have to do. Clean up your diet. You have to clean up your diet. You can't go to bed right after you eat. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things you got to do to prepare yourself, and you have to really want to do it. And then once you feel it happening, or your body starts feeling the tingling. I was saying vibration, but the guy said right when he said tingly, that is it's more of like a tingly thing. Once you get there, submit to it. You have to want it, have intention, and then you can lucid dream, and you can do whatever you want. And it's liberating. You know what I'm saying? It does kind of suck when you come back here to Earth, but use that to understand that there is more after this life, and lucid dream. He said in your dreams. I don't know nothing about transit. Okay, so Whistling Piho is saying there's a transit world place in your dreams called transit world. So I'm going to do research on that because I haven't heard of that place. Is it like a place where a bunch of lucid dreamers can go and experience things together and then y'all talk about it? Because if that's the case,
I'm trying to go.
That'll be super dope. I'm gonna look that up. Ticket. Shout out Whistling Piho. Appreciate you. I'm definitely gonna check that out.
You like the video?
Yeah, all the things. What you got, Hero?
Yeah, but listen, man. Stop letting these energy vampires hijack your frequency. That's the only thing you own. The thing you own is your energy. You have to use it wisely, and you have to protect it. You have to get to a resonant state of frequency where you are able to balance yourself to be able to see the things that's coming your way. It's easy. Take a little meditation. Spend a little time by yourself. Clear your mind. Stop letting a bunch of junk come in and out your head because it's going to come constantly. You got to be able to spend a little time to yourself where you can clear your mind, be able to understand what it is that's meant for you to see. Ain't meant for everybody, but that's why a lot of people can meditate and say, I didn't get nothing from it. See, that's the problem. You're looking to get something from it. Mm-hmm. So which means the whole time you're sitting there thinking like, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, which means you're not clearing your mind because you're not supposed to be thinking about shit. You're supposed to be sitting there clearing it. So understand the difference. We raise the frequency, take the planet back.
You're rude. What do you say? Just be. I am. You heard?
That's it. Unify and thrive, man. Everybody get this shit.
You heard him. You heard that, man.
Yeah, man. So we gonna be here. We do this every Wednesday, sometimes Thursdays.
Today Thursday. Look.
Sometimes Fridays. If you don't see us on Wednesday at 9:30ish,
check
we'll
for
be here
Thursday.
Yeah. And if not Thursday, Friday. It's the last 3 days of the week, but generally Wednesdays. We appreciate you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, all the things. We'll see you next week.